And on to our last story, Nigeria's economy has shown positive momentum, according to the World Bank. Africa's most populous country is showing signs of stabilization after a series of bold economic reforms initiated by President Bola Tinubu. However, the social impact has been severe, with millions more falling into poverty, according to the World Bank. Now, Nigeria's economy has expanded 3.9% year-on-year in the first half of 2025, which is up from 3.5% in the same period last year. While economic growth is expected to rise from 4.2% this year to 4.4% in 2027. Foreign reserves are at their highest since 2019, and debt to GDP is expected to fall for the first time in a decade. Nigeria's economy is seeing growth in services, non-oil sectors, and a rebound in oil production and agriculture. The World Bank praised the reforms for preventing a fiscal crisis and improving key economic indicators. Since taking office in 2023, President Tinubu has implemented major changes that economists had long recommended. These reforms include liberalizing the exchange rate and removing costly fuel subsidies, which were draining government finances. However, the World Bank warns that these moves, while fixing structural problems, have led to a sharp rise in inflation and the cost of living, especially for food. Now, according to the World Bank's latest report, 61% of Nigerians now live in poverty, which is up from 40% in 2019. The price of a basic food basket has increased fivefold since 2019. The current reforms have not yet improved living standards. The reforms triggered widespread public anger and led to violent protests last year. Many Nigerians expressed anger over the rising cost of living, unemployment, fuel price hikes, and economic reforms under President Tinubu. Labour unions and civil society groups accuse the government of moving too fast without providing social safety nets to protect the most vulnerable. But President Tinubu has defended his policies. In a national address marking Nigeria's 65th Independence Day earlier this month, Tinubu declared that the worst is over following a series of painful reforms.
Seeds of those difficult but necessary decisions are bearing fruits. In resetting our country for sustainable growth, we ended the corrupt fuel subsidy and multiple foreign exchange rates that created massive incentive for a rentier economy, benefiting only a tiny minority. We are racing against time. We must build the road we need, repair the ones that have become descriptive, and construct the schools our children will attend, and the hospitals that will care for our people. We have to plan for the generations that will come after us.
More than half of the Nigerian population lives below the poverty line. Funding cuts by international donors have forced the World Food Programme to shut down 150 nutrition centres in the conflict-hit northeast. So while Nigeria's economy shows signs of recovery, the human cost of reforms remains high. Millions still struggle with rising prices and poverty, highlighting the challenge of balancing economic stability with social welfare.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.